Alright, what's up, guys? I've been looking at the recent mock drafts, and as of right now, Houston will be #1 pick, and a lot of people have them taking Teddy Bridgewater. I do not think Teddy Bridgewater will change what is going on in Houston right now. He plays in a weak conference, an American Conference, with only two teams are ranked, with Central Florida and Louisville. The only game they lost to was Central Florida, but besides that, they played a pretty weak schedule. And I feel like the only game I've actually seen he's actually performed in well was against Florida last year in the Sugar Bowl. I believe Houston should pick Clowney because he will help this team when they actually need it. Case Keenum has played good. They were out this whole season, even though they haven't won a game yet. He's not the reason they're losing games. Dropping passes, bad offensive line, can't protect them. Defense starts struggling in the second half because they can't have a pass rush because they just start double teaming Watt. And then Antonio Smith, Whitney Merciless, Brooks Reed have not shown up at all. And in the second half, secondary like Kareem Jackson, Bryce McCain, Brandon Harris, Shiloh Ko, Swearinger have all been lacking in the coverage. And then the linebackers, since we don't have Cushing, they are terrible. I believe they should pick Clowney over Teddy Bridgewater. If they want to pick a quarterback in the first round, make sure he's going to be the guy. Like, you pick him for #1 overall and he's a bust, and then it's going to take even more years to rebuild this team. That being said, if they really want a quarterback, take him in the first pick in the second round, or if they really think that he might not be there at that point, go trade that second round and maybe a couple other picks and jump back in the first round to get that quarterback. I don't see that much of a difference between Bridgewater, Manziel, Derek Carr, McCarron. Mariota just declared that he's not coming out, so we don't have to worry about him. If anything, pick a Derek Carr, Brett Hundley, which he's alright, I guess. I'd be more for Derek Carr, McCarron, or Mettenberger in the second or third rounds. People might say, like, why would you want to pick Derek Carr even though we've had his brother, David Carr? But you can't really judge him off his brother because his brother didn't even have a chance. He played in a new expansion team that had no chance to basically be successful at the beginning because they didn't have any star players, really. The guy got killed, sacked, led the league in sacks probably 3 years in a row, and now obviously his career wasn't going anywhere. The guy was beat up. And now I think he went to the Giants to play backup for a couple of years, but I'm pretty sure he's out of the NFL now. So I'd pick his brother, Derek, who looks very good at Fresno State, even though, like, you might say, oh, don't knock Bridgewater because he plays at Louisville, and Fresno State's not that much better, but he's not the hype to be picked in the #1 pick. I think they should pick Derek Carr, AJ McCarron, or Mettenberger. Well, Mettenberger's a little reach right now because he just tore his ACL, but McCarron or Derek Carr, pick Clowney first overall. Think of Clowney with J.J. Watt. Then they couldn't double team both of them because then there'd only be one guy to block two other people. Clowney will be a beast. Mark my words, he will be a beast. He'll be like Julius Peppers, but even better. Put him and J.J. Watt on the defensive line. Second round, if they don't pick Derek Carr or McCarron, pick a linebacker. I like Sean Skov from Stanford. He's 11. He has the mohawk. He's a great player. He's very great pursuit to the ball, and he can make a lot of tackles, and he has that football instinct that this team needs. If Cushing comes back healthy, which he could do, but he has shown lately as injury problems, put him with Brian Cushing, get some veteran teaching with him, and then the third round, then pick McCarron or Derek Carr. But I don't think Derek Carr would be picked that late because he's been projected to get picked in the first round. So third round, pick McCarron. And then the next round, you can just pick offensive tackle. So they need an offensive tackle, corners, other linebackers, other receivers if they need them. This video is basically saying how I don't believe they should pick Teddy Bridgewater first because I feel like he's really overrated. And they should pick Clowney, who's actually going to change his team on defense, so then the offense can actually be on the field, not the defense on the field the whole game. That's why they collapse every week. So pick Clowney first. Do not pick Teddy Bridgewater. Case Keenum is doing well of a job as he is right now. Obviously, they've lost a couple of games, but it's not like they're getting blown out when he's been playing quarterback. They lost to New England by 3. Arizona was like 7 or 8. Oakland was 8. KC lost by 1. Like, these games are close games. Jacksonville was 7 too. But it's not like you can only blame him for the reason they're losing. The defense has struggled a lot this second half of the season, and Jadeveon Clowney would be a better impact to this team than Teddy Bridgewater. If you guys want, you can leave a couple comments on the comment section, and I'll let you get back to you. Peace.